Welcome, football fans. Let's dive into the latest updates from the greatest club in the world. According to journalist Miguel Delaney from The Independent, Liverpool could make a surprise move in the race to sign Ebei Eay, the Crystal Palace star, before the end of the current transfer window. The news came unexpectedly, as Arsenal have been the leading contender for Eay throughout the summer, aiming to close a deal valued at around £60 million. Liverpool sporting director Richard Hughes has been one of the most active figures in this transfer window. The club has already invested over £180 million in new signings, including the talented Florian Wirtz. However, it seems Hughes has no intention of slowing down, and Eay could very well become the next high-profile target for the Reds. Despite Arsenal's apparent lead in the race, Liverpool have plenty of reasons to act quickly and do everything possible to secure the attacking midfielder's signature. Crystal Palace manager Oliver Glasner has heaped praise on the player recently, highlighting his ability to change games and his enormous technical quality. "Who's better than Eay?" said Glasner. "For me, he's the best. If he had a bit more luck this season, he could have scored 5 or 6 more goals. He's always dangerous. He has incredible one-on-one skills, he's a fantastic finisher, and he can still improve in some areas. He's someone everyone likes, and someone who always finds a way to score. That's why he's on the pitch, because he decides matches." Eay has proven exactly that in key moments. He scored the winning goal in Crystal Palace's 1-0 victory over Liverpool in 2024, an unforgettable performance that left a mark on both fans and club executives at Anfield. He also scored the decisive goal in Palace's FA Cup final win over Manchester City, securing the trophy for his team. At 26 years old, Eay is not only a technically gifted player, but also a true artist on the pitch, capable of creating unexpected plays and changing the course of a match within seconds. More than that, he brings consistency, personality, and commitment, traits that would make him a valuable addition to Liverpool both now and in the long term. If the Reds choose to go all in on this pursuit, they could be facing a rare opportunity to sign a player who, in the right environment and under the guidance of a coach like Arne Slot, could reach an entirely new level over the next 4 or 5 years.
Meanwhile, Mark Gui, centre-back for Crystal Palace and the England national team, is establishing himself as one of the most promising defenders in the Premier League. At just 23 years old, he already shows remarkable maturity on the pitch, combining physical strength, positional awareness, tactical intelligence, and composure on the ball. His consistent performances haven't gone unnoticed, and he's now firmly on the radar of major English clubs, especially Newcastle United and Liverpool. In recent days, Newcastle have been active in their pursuit of Gui, seeking to strengthen their backline with a reliable option for the future. However, sources close to the situation believe that if Liverpool submit a serious offer, the player would likely choose Anfield. The club's prestige, recent history of success, and the new project under Arne Slot could play a big role in influencing Gui's decision. Liverpool's interest in Gui will also be directly tied to the future of Ibrahima Konate. The French defender, although an important part of the squad, is reportedly attracting interest from Real Madrid. If Konate were to leave, Liverpool would likely prioritize signing a more experienced defender who can step into a starting role without requiring much adaptation, and Gui fits that profile perfectly. Until now, Liverpool's plan for this transfer window was to target a younger centre-back, someone in the mold of Gerald Quansah, who could be developed gradually. However, a potential exit for Konate would shift that approach entirely. In this context, Mark Gui represents an ideal balance: young yet already established, experienced at a high level but still with room to grow. Moreover, his experience with the England national team, including a call-up for the Euros, demonstrates that he's ready for greater challenges. At Crystal Palace, he's an undisputed starter and one of the leaders in the backline. His ability to play in both a back four and a three-man defense also offers tactical flexibility to any manager. The final decision will depend on several factors: Liverpool's official stance regarding their centre-back situation, whether Konate stays or leaves, and of course the financial terms of any potential deal. Crystal Palace will not let Gui go for a low fee, as they are fully aware of both his technical value and his market potential. If Liverpool are looking to secure a dependable defender for the future, someone with the potential to become a mainstay in their backline, Mark Gui appears to be an excellent choice. With personality, consistency, and plenty of football still ahead of him, he could be exactly what the club needs to maintain defensive solidity at a high level for the coming seasons.
Liverpool have rejected a €55 million bid, approximately £47 million, from Napoli for Uruguayan striker Darwin Nunees. The Italian club's move is part of new manager Antonio Conte's efforts to strengthen the team's attack during this transfer window. The offer submitted to the English club included €50 million as an initial payment, with an additional €5 million in bonuses and add-ons, totaling a package worth around £47.5 million. However, Liverpool's board responded swiftly and decisively. The offer falls well short of their expectations. Sources close to the club indicate that the Reds would only consider a deal starting from significantly higher values, especially considering their initial investment in Nunees. The striker was signed in 2022 for around £64 million, a figure that could rise to £85 million with performance-based add-ons. Therefore, selling for under £50 million at this stage would be seen as a major loss, something the club is keen to avoid. According to Italian journalist Gianluca Di Marzio, Napoli have not given up on the signing and remain interested in completing the deal. Furthermore, Darwin Nunees is reportedly open to the move and has shown interest in working under Antonio Conte, one of the most respected managers in Europe. The Uruguayan has also made it clear that he prefers to stay in European football, having turned down offers from Saudi Arabian clubs that had expressed interest in recent months. While pursuing Nunees, Napoli are also keeping other options open. The club has been in talks with Udinese regarding striker Lorenzo Luca as a possible alternative in case the deal with Liverpool does not materialize. From Liverpool's perspective, rejecting Napoli's initial offer makes perfect strategic sense. The club believes it can still recover a large portion of the amount invested in Nunees, who is only 25 and still has significant resale value. Despite an inconsistent season, the striker showed signs of improvement and delivered some notable performances, reinforcing the idea that his market value remains high. In addition, manager Arne Slot has not yet fully integrated Nunees into his plans for the upcoming season. The striker started fewer than 10 Premier League matches last season, and his playing style appears to be somewhat incompatible with the tactical system preferred by the Dutch coach, and potential sale would free up both wages and squad space for a forward more in line with Slot's football philosophy and long-term vision for Liverpool. The elite striker market is relatively quiet this summer, which gives Liverpool even more room to wait. The club is no rush to sell and knows that Napoli, under pressure to reinforce their attack and satisfy Conte's demands, may return with an improved offer. Unless another European club enters the race, the Reds are likely to maintain a firm stance, waiting for the right moment and a fair valuation to let Darwin Nunees go. Should Napoli raise their offer to somewhere between 60 and 70 million euros, approximately 51 to 60 million pounds, the situation could shift quickly. Until then, Liverpool will remain cautious, fully in control of the situation, and aware that the final decision rests in their hands. Thank you very much for watching until the end. See you next time.